Do you want to experience the victory of a winning ticket? Can you handle the agony of defeat? Do you need money and you need to get out the house? We can solve it in two ways. All you have to do is watch our podcast, meet us at the track for our free scavenger hunt. You get free money, we'll give you the free bets on the podcast. All you have to do is show up. Take advantage and bet the ponies with the homies. Let's see it. Let's get it now.
Hey, welcome to Bet the Ponies with the Homies. I'm Robert.
This is Ken.
Hey, we're here to talk to you about the
Rebel Stakes
at Oaklawn Park. Remember, if you haven't got the word, some changes been made to the schedule here. Kenny, what would that schedule be?
Well, they're going to move Saturday's races to Sunday.
There you go. Now, here's a picture of what it looked like Tuesday. Okay, so I figure they're going to have the track name. So really what they're doing is they're moving Friday to Saturday, Saturday to Sunday, Sunday to Monday, and moving on. So our card is Saturday getting moved to Sunday. So what date would that be, by the way?
That would be the 23rd
of February.
Okay.
So, well, I guess that's, if you're going to talk about that, we should talk about what we might forecast the track surface to be. Do you think it's going to be good, fast, muddy, sloppy, slushy? Because as you saw in the picture, there was snow.
I'm hoping for a fast track. That's why they moved it to the Sunday.
Yes. So they have time to get it recovered. So as long as there's no more snowstorm.
Right. And we don't know what the track bias is going to be. So it's a lot of changes coming up.
Well, I think it's I'm going with good. I think it's going to be better than muddy as long as there's no more moisture coming. But I think the track is going to be good. So I think there might be a bias. But I don't play towards bias. Do you play towards bias?
No, but they have a couple of days to run over the track anyway to loosen it all up. So it should be good by Sunday.
Okay, well, let's get going to this card with 14 runners, Kenny. 14 runners. It's at Oaklawn Park. It's 1 mile and 16th. It's called the Rebel Stakes. It's worth how much money?
$1.2 million.
$1.2 million. So, let's get down to number 1, Cold Battle. Cold Battle, winner 3 in a row. And his last win was the Remington Park Springboard Stakes, $300,000 race. Lonnie Briley and J.P. Ferguson, the Iron. Kenny, what do you like about this horse?
Well, like you said, he won his last 3 in a row, and he won it pretty good. And he's beat one of the horses that are favored in this race.
Yes, he did.
And his name is Speed
King. That's right, number 11. Number 2, Admiral Dennis. The favorite in the Gunrunner Stakes, 80 cents to the dollar. Stumbled that day. Brad Cox and Frank Giroux in the irons today. Kenny, do you have any words for Mr. Admiral Dennis?
I think he has a shot. He's been betted favorite every time he's ran, and he lost the one race. I believe it was the Gunrunner.
Yes, he came 4th in that race with 16 lanes. He stumbled bad. Like I said, he's got a bit in his mouth. Stumbled to the ground. I'm sure he hit his mouth on the ground. I'm sure he busted his mouth.
He was favored, so they expected him to do something big that race, and he had a bad race.
Yeah, he came back to run another race, and he won, didn't he?
Yes.
And so,
he should be ready for this race.
That's right. Yeah, he won the $100,000 race. He won a $100,000 race, and now he's coming back to show some amends. Number 3, Sandman. Broke terrible in the Oaklawn Park Stakes Southwest, but still got second. Kenny, that was one
impressive race. You need to rewatch that race because he was a good 7-8 lengths behind the last horse and came running like a train in the stretch.
Was coming. Like most horses when they break bad and they have a trip like that, they get tired down the stretch. It looked like if we could run to the corner, I got you.
And you know there's always a gray horse. There's always a gray in the Derby.
Yeah, there's always a gray.
This is Mark Cassidy, so he has a big shot.
Ready to go. And they're off in the Southwest, and a terrible beginning for Sandman. He stumbled badly at the break, and Sandman is well out of it early. That's going to cost him. Speed King on the lead today. He's trying to get over from the far outside post. Gaming has to steady hard behind horses into the first turn run. So not a good go for Sandman or Gaming. The second and third choices in the wagering. Patch Adams, in the meantime, he's third last. So the three horses that have supported in the wagering are second to last, last, and third last, approaching the backstretch run. Speed King is the leader here. Speed King onto the backstretch. A half length in front. Bontemps second. American Promise tugging a little bit on the outside, claiming second from his stablemate Bontemps. Gap of 3 to Monet's Magic. Tistastic to the outside. Publisher the Maiden is right behind them. Patch Adams patiently ridden third last. He's probably about 8 or 9 lengths behind here. Then Gaming and Sandman as they go towards the 4-turn run. The leader, Speed King on a hold. American Promise, though, he's turning up the pressure. And these two hook up into the 4-turn run, and they soar away from the rest of the group. Those two are 6 lengths clear of Bontemps, who's bowing out in the 3rd position. Patch Adams is getting going now. He's into the 4th position, and Sandman is following him. Sandman making a run now, but still has a lot of work to do as they come to the top of the lane. Speed King, Rafael Bejarano, putting away American Promise. And Speed King says, come and catch me if you can. Speed King down the lane with a 3-length lead. Look at Sandman after the bad break. He's run a tenacious race. And Patch Adams, they're moving after Speed King. Speed King, 16th to go. He's 2 ahead. Sandman trying to get him. Speed King holding on. Sandman trying to dive after him. But it's going to be Speed King. Speed King all the way in a superb effort. He took him all the way with all the pressure. Sandman, he also ran well. Second, Tistastic, Patch Adams, 3rd and 4th.
Number 4, Kenny, we got Hypnus. First out straight maiden winner, trying $1 million race, second time out. Kenny McPeak, Brian Hernandez, connections of last year's Kentucky Derby winners, think they can put him straight into $1 million race. What do you think?
You know, like we said, it's very hard to, after your maiden race, win the stakes race. And now they put him in $1 million race. So he might have a shot to hit the board, but to win, I don't know.
Yes. Number 5, Maniquette Road. Started in a Grade 3 Bob Hope Stakes, got third in that race, came back and got a straight maiden win, then went back to a Grade 3 and got third in the Robert Lewis against Citizen Bull. Baffert and Arad Ortiz in the iron. What you got for him?
This is my pick of the day.
Ooh, okay, we'll get to that. Number 6, Publisher. Terrible trip in the Southwest at 54-1. Got 7th. Steve Asmussen, Pratt, that's right, Pratt in the irons.
Yeah, he went from his son to Pratt, so expect this one to be coming in the stretch.
Yes, yes, yes. Number 7, Dreamin' Blue. Got second against Innovator in a straight maiden race. Randy Morse and Frank Arrieta in the irons. What do you think about this straight maiden horse?
I think he needs more racing.
Okay. Number 8, Innovator. Third in the LeConte Stakes behind Built and Disco Time. Dwayne Lucas and T. Bacon's in the iron. What do you got for this one?
Well, that horse has been running against some pretty good horses. So he might have a shot to hit the board.
And then number 9, Smokin' Wicked. 4th in the Hopewell, 4th in the Champagne Stakes last year. Won 2 stakes since he came back on Fairgrounds. Dallas Stewart and Tyler Gaffione's in the iron.
He's sneaky. This might be Dallas Stewart's horse for the Derby. I don't know if he has to step it up.
6 furlong horse, going the distance.
Step it up.
That's right. You can get it if you want. Number 10, Boulard. Won the Bob Hope Grade 3 at Santa Anita. Got third against Barnes in the San Vicente Grade 2. Mike McCarthy, Rispoli. What are you going on?
This horse's only question is the distance. It hasn't been 2 turns yet, but we'll see. And Rispoli's been kind of hot lately.
Yeah, okay. Number 11, Speed King. Won the Southwest, wire-to-wire fashion. Second in the spring board against Cold Battle. Ron Marquette and Bejarano's back. What do you got?
Speed King that's the horse they really have to beat, I believe. He's going to be out front, and they're going to have to come catch him.
Number 12, Brayton Baytown won a claiming $40,000 race. P. McEntee, trainer, and Bill Muir in the irons. Got anything?
I believe he's getting scratched to run in the race at Turfway Saturday.
Okay. So we might have our scratch. Number 13, Tiz Tastic. Third of the Southwest. Third in the Kentucky Jockey Club Cup Stakes. Steve Asmussen, Jose Ortiz in the iron. What they got?
That's a grinder. He keeps coming too. So if you remember what happened last week, Asmussen, he had the one that we were talking about that kept going and going and going. And he kept going and going. So this one might be one that's going to keep coming and coming and coming.
Number 14, Hot Gunner. Got 6th place in the Smarty Jones. Against Cole Battle was the winner that day. Scott Young and H. Hernandez in the iron. What do you think his chances are, Ken?
I don't like that horse at all.
You mentioned you had a play. You liked you mentioned you liked the horse, which was Manicat Road, Bob Baffert. Is that the horse you're going to stick with?
That's the horse I'm sticking with.
All right, so you said the reason why you like him was that he started off in a stakes race, which is always an impressive thing. And then the second thing you liked about him is didn't he run against Barnes?
No. He broke his maiden in the second race out. Then he ran against Citizen Bull, I believe.
Ran against Citizen Bull? Let's see what's... Yes, that's true. He ran against Citizen Bull. And now Red Ortiz is taking the irons. So if he runs his race, he's going to come from behind, right? Or stalking?
I think he's going to be up closer to the pace than people think. And when is the last time you've seen Ortiz ride for Baffert?
I know. That is kind of crazy. It's not Pratt.
It's not Pratt. It's Ortiz.
Okay. And so, do you have any horses you like coming in second to threaten him?
Yes, the one Cole Battle, Sandman, and Speed King.
Yeah, those are the 3 horses that you got to beat. Manicat Road's got to jump up and beat. Those are all from the Southwest, right?
Yes.
So stakes. All right.
And I believe that this is Bob Baffert's, maybe his 3rd string horses. So if his 3rd string horses can come out and beat these horses, look out.
What do you think about this Smoking Wicked horse, this 6 furlong horse going back to trying to do the mile 16th? What do you think about him?
He's going to get to the front too. There's a lot of speed in this race.
So you think he can put pressure on Speed King?
I think so.
Okay. So if he can put pressure on Speed King, that might help soften him up. And then Admiral Dennis, do you think he's going to kind of go to kind of like sit behind the pace and try to
he's going to be sitting in the second flight. He'll be right there waiting to make his move.
Do you think Cole Battle will try to get Speed King right at the beginning? Because he can go behind and he can go to the front.
It all depends on how the race breaks out. If nobody goes with him, then I think he will go put pressure on him if he's out by himself.
So you don't think he'll make the jump to get out of that rail and get in position so Speed King can't cross over? That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, he could be. Make Speed King work a little harder.
All right. And then you got, so your Manicat Road, where do you figure him to be between Sandman, Speed King is going to be out front, Smoking Wicked is going to be out there with him, and Manicat Road is going to be sitting about, 4th, 5th, 6th? Third.
He's going to be right there with them, just sitting right behind him. He's going to make a move.
All right. Now, do you think this Hypnus and Dreamin' Blue are going to be able to stalk this pace and make a move on everybody and show some class on her?
Well, the Hypnus horse, I would play because he is on the list of the Derby future odds at 60-1. So if he's 60-1, somebody's thinking he can do a little something.
Right. We're going to get to that in a second here about your Derby odds on the horse that are in this race. Number 8 on the Innovator. Now, Innovator's been showing speed. Now, he didn't go into the race with Speed King. He was in LeCompte. Do you think he can rival Speed King? Is there anybody in here that can rival Speed King?
Well, Innovator, I believe he's ran a lot of tough races that took a lot out of him because he ran against a lot of good horses. So I think it might have took a lot out of him.
And then there's number 10, Boulard. That's coming from the West Coast as well. Now he's kind of looked impressive when he's coming from behind. And you think he's going to be able to get this distance?
That's the only question with him is distance. If he can get the 2 turns and if he can be able to travel well. Because this is his first time leaving California.
All right. So Boulard, he's coming from California. Now he won a grade 2 race. He was third. He was against Barnes.
Yes.
So, that's
he ran third
pretty well.
Third to
Barnes. Yeah, he got third to Barnes, and Rodriguez was second, right?
Right.
No, it was actually not Rodriguez.
Rodriguez was
the Citizen Bull.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, he ran against Barnes, a horse called Romanes, what came in second, and he got third. He looked like he was stalking the pace and coming to get him, but no one was getting Barnes that day. Think he might be able to chase some of the speed down?
It all depends if he can get the distance. And like I was saying, he's a West Coast horse. He's traveling. This is a young horse traveling, and you're going to see if he's going to be able to handle it or not.
All right. Well, I tell you, the horse I did talk about, horse I wanted to talk about was the 6th Publisher, Pratt's horse. Steve Asmussen puts Pratt here. Now, I watched the race, the Southwest, because, Kenny, I think the winner's going to come out of the Southwest. I think it's too hard for these other horses to jump up from $300,000 race and then go into a $1 million race. I want to see some proof first, so that's where I'm at. Now, there was 4 horses that came out of the Southwest, that being Speed King, that being Tistastic, that being Sadman, and that being Publisher. So I want to say some things about those 4 horses. So Speed King jumped out there, got to the front, crossed over, but I don't remember anybody pressing him. So I'm hoping there's some pace to press him a little bit. And Sandman, his trip was pretty good after he broke. But he broke sideways. He had to straighten him back out, and everybody else was long gone. He still made a move. He came around. He made an impressive move to come get him. And the one thing I did notice watching the replay after the replay 10 times, I noticed he wasn't tired. He wasn't tired. So I was hoping this race he'd go into a longer race because I know he doesn't care. So I think this might be an exact reverse with Sandman getting him now. I just hope Sandman has the same type of trip, gets to the outside, and be able just to run the Speed King down. I think he can do it this time. Having more air in the tank. Another horse that was in that race was Tistastic. And Tistastic, I didn't notice until just a little bit before we came on the air here that in his performance, Tistastic, you see him break out 4th by 2 going around the corner. He ends up 7th by 9th on the backside. And we watched the replay. We saw that he let the speed runners go. And they went. But then he came back to finish 4th by 3?
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of impressive. This is like $1 million race. He's making these kind of moves. So I think hopefully with a better race, I think Tistastic might be able to turn some tables here as well. Especially if Speed King gets pressured and ends up dying, Tistastic can come along with Sandman. That's what I'm looking at. And then one more thing about another runner in here called Publisher. Publisher, he broke bad as well. He broke out, hit the 1. So the 1 didn't have a great trip either in that race. He's not in this race. But he broke out, but he recovered pretty quickly. Not like how Sandman did, was sideways. The jockey had to get off the horse, get back on the horse, put his saddle back on, get his whip, straighten his glosses, and then get back in the race. No, it wasn't that bad. But then they're coming around, and the horse he's weaving on the rail. The jockey's standing up, kind of trying to trying to get through the rail, and he's coming around, and he gets to the stretch, and he starts to try to make a move, staying on the rail, and then
Patch Adams, was it?
No, it wasn't Patch Adams. That was a 7 horse. It was 8 horse. American Promise.
Right.
American Promise of all horses. Starts dying towards the rail and cuts off the 7. Cuts off the 7. Cuts off Publisher. Publisher pulls the pole back up. The race is over with after that. Everybody came past him, and by that time he said to hope his horse wasn't hurt. Now they come back, put Pratt on. And now after that trip, there we go.
Yeah, took his son off and put on Pratt.
Yeah. So I think that's one thing you gotta know about this. Kenny, it's 7779311 play. Yeah, here we go.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a superfecta play this play?
I sure do.
Let's get to it. All right, Kenny, who you like on top?
The 5.
The 5. So as you know, the ticket goes 1 horse on top, 3 horses in the exacta spot, and you add 4 more horses for the 3rd and 4th spot with those exacta horses. So Kenny's first horse is going to be the 5. Medicaid Road on top. All right, who you got second?
Cold Battle.
Cold Battle number 1.
Sandman.
Sandman number 3.
And the 11.
The number 11, Speed King. That's a nice exacta right there in itself. And then who are the 4 horses you're going to add to those 3 horses for 3rd and 4th?
Well, we're going to add Admiral Dennis.
Admiral Dennis, being favorite in the Smarty Jones.
And the
Gunrunner.
The 4 horse, Hypnus.
Hypnus, the straight maiden horse, second time out, going against $1 million race.
And the 10.
The 10 is
Tastic.
the 13 is Tastic. The 10 is
Boulard.
So and 13 is Tastic.
Tastic.
So the 4 horses again will be
Admiral Dennis.
Admiral Dennis.
The 4 horse. The maiden horse. Hypnus.
Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so those 4 horses again will be Admiral Dennis. Hypnus. Tistastic and Speed King. Alright, hey Kenny, I got a superfecta 10 cent 93
77911.
Thank you. Yes, I got one of those plays too.
Give it to me.
I'm gonna go with Sandman. Now he should be the favorite. If he's not the favorite, start talking to the whites, get some money out the bank. He should go as a favorite. Sandman on top, number 3. My second horses for the exacta are the 1, Cold Battle, the 6 horse, Publisher with Pratt, and the 11, Speed King. Kenny?
That sounds good to me.
4 horses I'm going to add to those 3 horses are going to be Admiral Dennis, number 2. I'm going to add number 5, which is Medicaid Road.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to add number 6, which is Publisher. I'm going to add number 10, which is Boulard. So that's my superfecta play. Kenny?
Yes.
Do you have a bonus play today?
I sure do.
We used to call this put your money where your mouth is. Kenny, what you got for us today?
At Oakland, it's going to be a pick 4.
The late pick 4.
Yes.
So that would be the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So start off in the 9th race. What are your numbers in the 9th?
Number 1 is a single for me.
Number 1. What's his name? Corby?
Starts with an M.
All right.
I'll get it
to
to
you. Got it right
Yeah,
here.
I'll get it to you.
And then in the second leg, the 10th race.
I have the 138. We'll have the names of the horses.
Yeah, I'll put them up. The 138.
Yes.
And then in the third leg?
Third leg, I'm taking the 1, 2, 3, 5, 11.
So 1, 2, 3, 5, 11. So those are all your horses in the Rebel Stakes. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 11. And then who are you going to end up in the 12th race?
289.
289 to finish it up. How much is that? 50 cents pick 4 worth? That's
No,
like
we're
a
not
lot
going.
of money.
We're not going 50 cents. We're going
Dollar? Whoa!
$45 bet
With a dollar.
with a dollar.
Not 90, it's 45 with a dollar. Get down, everybody. Then you go get your money, follow Kenny, take it
See
to the
you in the
bank.
winner's circle.
Boom! There you go. Kenny,
Yes, sir.
I got a play but it's a 9-11 play.
Uh-oh.
We used to throw the 9-11 on the 10-cent superfecta play with
Right.
7-7-7. But this is a 9-11 play.
You talking about a double?
I'm talking about a double. I'm talking about the late double. I'm talking about Sandman in the 11th race. Sandman, hold on. Issue here. Sandman in the Rebel Stakes, number 3. Put him with Kenny's 289. 9-11 play. Whatever your bail is.
5, 2, 10, whatever you can afford.
Whatever you can do. That's your double play. Go get him. It's the Rebel Stakes. Watch the weather. Keep it safe. Kenny,
Yes,
take us
sir.
out of here.
Let's get out of here. Peace.
Peace. Boom. All right, let's see how. Hello, everybody. This is Robert. Hey, I wanted to let you know about a free gift that a company called Orchidaceous is giving away, a free portable skin detector. That's right, Orchidaceous. That's Orchidaceous. They're a skincare company. You can get this gift at www.orchidacious.com. That's www.orchidaceous.com. Go check out this website and get your free skincare detector and get together with your skin and get it right. Peace.